The Kushiro Marshland or Kushiro Shitsugen in Hokkaido was designated as a national park in 1987 in order to preserve the country's largest wetland and marsh habitat, which supports the only known population of endangered Japanese cranes in Japan. The park is located between Kushiro and Akan National Park and can be visited when traveling between the two. The park does not receive much snowfall, even in winter, and offers bird watching, nature viewing and walking trails. The cranes can be viewed year-round, attracting many photographers. Japanese cranes, called tancho, were thought to be extinct in Japan due to overhunting and habitat destruction. However, in 1926 a group of about 20 birds was discovered in the marshes around Kushiro. With conservation efforts, they have since made a dramatic recovery and now number more than 1,000 birds. The cranes are most spectacular to watch as they dance, often in pairs, with seemingly choreographed dips and jumps. They are best seen in the winter as they gather at feeding sites. The Onnenai Visitor Center, located on the border between the Kushiro wetlands and the forest, is an information station that explains the flora and fauna that inhabit the wetlands and exhibit seasonal highlights. There are 3 routes to explore based on your time constraints, spanning from a 500-meter route to a 3 kilometers route. If you walk about 3 kilometers from the center on a well-maintained wooden path, you can get a close-up view of sphagnum moss, reed and sedge marshes, and alder forests. On the wooden walkway, there is a Kushiro Wetland Outdoor illustrated guide that can be read using a QR code. If you are up for a longer walk, there is a path connecting the Onnenai Visitor Center to the Kushiro Marshland Observatory. For me, however, I chose to take the bus to the observatory. The Hokkaido brown bear is a type of grizzly bear known to be fierce and dangerous to humans. Revered by the indigenous Ainu people, these bears have been used for food, clothing, and rituals for centuries. Prior to its colonization, Hokkaido was once a hunting ground for the world's great hunters, and the bears were almost hunted to extinction. Today, the Hokkaido bear population has grown to the point that the government recruits licensed hunters to help manage the population. There have been numerous accounts of bear attacks in recent years, including a case where a 400 kilograms bear attacked a small village and killed several of its residents. Hikers are encouraged to stay on marked paths and to take precautions, including registering with park officials with their itinerary and route. Among the observatories overlooking Kushiro Marsh Observatory is the closest to Kushiro City. Visitors can enjoy a panoramic view of Kushiro Marsh and Kushiro City from the rooftop and the observatory on the third floor, as well as see the marsh up close from the satellite observatory located at the end of a promenade that is roughly 1 kilometer long. Located on a hill overlooking the Kushiro Marsh, this observation and exhibition facility is designed with the motif of the yachibozu, a kind of tussock grass that lives in the wetlands. Inside the museum, you can see dioramas that recreate the marshland and videos of the 4 seasons in the marsh, and from the observation room on the third floor and the rooftop you can see the marshland in all seasons. Apart from the exhibits, there is a good selection of shops as well as a nice restaurant. The building is surrounded by a 2.5 kilometers long wooden path that allows visitors to enjoy a walk in the forest. Kushiro Marsh Observatory is on the southern boundary of Kushiro Shitsugen National Park and is easily accessed from Kushiro Station by bus in 30 minutes. Although much of the park's interior is inaccessible, there is a tourist train called Kushiro Shitsugen Naroko train that operates between Kushiro Station and Toro Station from April through October each year. Kushiro has a number of architectural masterpieces that are fascinating. Though an education facility, tourists are welcome to walk around the exterior of Nusumi Shiritsu Junior High School and admire its unique architecture. Kushiro Lifelong Learning Center is a venue for meetings and conferences. Its unique appearance is based on the image of a lighthouse. The City Museum of Art is located on the top floor as well as nice observation room overlooking Kushiro. Kushiro City Museum introduces the natural environment, history, and industry of Kushiro, as well as Ainu culture, with about 4,100 specimens and materials, dioramas, and videos. The distinctive architecture of this museum was designed by Kiko Mozuna, an architect from Kushiro.